What's up, guys? Welcome to Transformation. My name is Patrick Leeper, and I was born without legs. I was destined to spend my life in a wheelchair, but with the right mindset and with sheer determination, I now hold 8 Paralympic track and field medals. Not stopping there, I'm now on a quest to become the fastest man alive and to inspire others to overcome their own limitations. Today, I'm talking to Phillip, 400 pounds and stuck in a cycle of overeating. Phillip knew he had to make a drastic change. Now he's lost half of his body weight and runs over 8 miles a day. Welcome to Transformation. Phil, welcome to Transformation. I want to say thank you so much for taking your time to tell us your story.
No, thank you guys. Thank you for Transformation Nation for having me on, and thank you, Patrick, for interviewing today. I appreciate it.
How did you initially gain your weight?
It came on with socializing, if anyone. Over time, going out to eat. I wasn't living a very healthy, active lifestyle as well, so I'm doing this on a regular basis. And then throughout the years, the kind of job I have in graphic arts, I sit down all day at a computer, and the weight just continued to pile on. I started feeling more insecure about it, so I looked for ways to make myself happy. And the quick fix, I thought, was drive through a fast food restaurant, get a burger, and it was almost like a high in a way. By the time you get home, it's gone, and so you get home and you start gorging yourself on more.
Right, and here it is, you chase that, then it comes and it goes. It's quick, but
exactly.
The one thing that stays is your weight.
My health was deteriorating drastically. I was diabetic, knowing that I'm probably going to end up in the hospital again. And on top of this, I have a 5-year-old daughter. Because I couldn't do things with her as a dad should. She'd be outside playing. Daddy, can you run and play with me? I could not do that. I couldn't physically do that stuff with her. So it was really dragging on me that here I am, a husband and father. I'm being a bystander in their life. I just couldn't find what I needed to make that change there.
What is that mindset that when you do finally hit that rock bottom, it's like a light switch, right?
It was the day after the Super Bowl, 2015. Peace. And that was almost another excuse to gorge myself, but it's sort of being acceptable then because everybody else is doing that around, sporting events and around holidays. So that night, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and get up out of bed, and I just feel like I can't get up. Like I just can't move. I just feel like I can't do this. So I look around and I just see the pizza boxes piled up. I see some beer bottles. I see the empty wings wrapper. And I can still taste the saltiness from the wings in my mouth. And I just knew if I would go another day, I'm not going to be able to stop. And that's why I said, I'm doing it now. You've got to make a change. I know I've said this many times before, but this is it. I said, when I get off of work, I'm going to stop at the grocery store, buy some things that I think were healthy at the time, and just go from there. So I got off work, bought some, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, some vegetables, and we just started.
What was that progression after that first step that you took that, for you, that really stuck with you, that sunk in, that you was able to keep it going day in and day out?
Like everybody, that exercise is probably going to do it. And I started on my couch, just moving my legs and arms, simple calisthenics. But I even started, walking up and down the steps of the house, numerous times. Anything I could do at home because I wasn't ready to go anywhere. I still didn't feel comfortable with myself. So I worked out at home, doing that stuff for about 2 months, and dropped about 40 pounds. That was a whole turning point that showed me you set some goals, you put the work in, you stick to them, you'll get the result that you want.
What was in your mind mentally to stay and to keep a positive attitude towards those 2 months when nobody was around?
If I wasn't going to make this change and wasn't going to stick to it, I wasn't going to have the opportunity to try again later. You just need to stick with it. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, consistency. I always tell people, just whatever goal you set a day by day goal. So something that you can wake up each and every day and break that goal today. What are you doing today to better yourself? And after those two months, what point did you say, okay, it's time for me to take it to the next level?
all of a sudden in my head it clicked that I just don't want to lose weight. I want to be able to be physically active. I want to be able to run with my daughter. I started, which I still pretty much keep today, get up at 3:30 in the morning, get myself around, and head to the Y. And I'm there when they open the door.
When that alarm is going off, right, and you're laying in bed, and you have that option of I can hit snooze and just say, you know what, not today, but you get up anyway, right? And you go and you attack today and you go work out when really nobody else, is really watching. You could have just slept in. What do you tell yourself to get yourself up out of the bed?
No one's gonna do it for me. I gotta do it for myself. And I always remember that there's somebody else out there put in twice as much work in it as I'm gonna put in. And if they can do it, why can't I get up to it? I have no excuses.
For someone who is facing similar challenges, like that's going through a weight loss or whatever obstacle, what advice would you give to them just to keep moving?
You have to be ready to change. I know that sounds just like words, but you really have to be able to accept and just know that if you stick with it, I mean, it can happen. You gotta find that motivation. And that will help keep you going.
Phil, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time and telling your story.
Thank you, Patrick.
So, what I learned from Phil today is that there is power in small accomplishments because they can slowly add up to achieving that larger goal. Thank you for watching. If Phil's story inspired you, be sure to share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more episodes every single week. This is Patrick Blake Leeper. You're watching Transformation, and I'll see you guys next time.